Hi everyone, it's Kel. I hope you're doing well. And once again, I'm here to do a video on the Kundalini. I want to talk about three things. I want to talk about what it is absolutely, without any confusion, what the Kundalini actually is. Number two, I want to talk about what it is not, just to give number one a little bit more clarity, okay? Number three, I want to talk about who can actually do the Kundalini. Who can do the Kundalini? So without further ado, let's talk about the Kundalini and what it is. The Kundalini is the unadulterated flow of energy flowing through the human body. That means no blockages, okay? When the energy comes in, it has such force because your focus is inward and it's pulling all your mind to center on the focus on one thing within your body, usually that dot within your mind, okay? So when it pulls all the energy inward, it pressurizes the energy towards the center. And that's what you want, because as energy flows from the earth and through your body, it gains massive velocity if there are no blocks, massive velocity. And it moves up through the body, kind of like a pinball machine, but the pinball, instead of going this way, it goes right up through the body. It's holding the pressure inwards. It goes right up through the body and unites each level. And as it goes through the head, it pulls the pineal. It pulls the door to the pineal gland open in the opposite direction. So normally the way the pineal works is sunlight comes in through your pineal gland opens this way to allow the sunlight in, and it organizes the light into spectrums and feeds it to your pituitary gland, or sorry, doesn't feed it, gives it to your pituitary gland. And the pituitary gland is kind of like the mother principle, and the pineal, it would kind of be like the father principle. And the pituitary gland, takes this organized light spectrum and it feeds the body. Okay, and there is a relay system between the pituitary gland and the body on who needs more or less of this nourishment. But without getting into these kind of details, we're really just going to strictly talk about the flow of the Kundalini. So the Kundalini, if it stops, it's not the Kundalini. The Kundalini is the full flow, unadulterated, flowing through the body. However, sometimes you can do a portion of the Kundalini at one time and do another portion of it later. But the velocity has to be really fast. To a fast hone towards the center and fast. You know, I was talking to somebody the other day who was telling me how they are sort of stuck down here. They are sort of stuck in sort of the sexual nature of their being. And they thought it was a bodily thing. And I was explaining to them that no, it is a mental thing. It is a focus thing. If you are just focused down here in where the sort of sexual energy is stored, then there's no movement, right? If you've got your focus always down here, that's why we have to withdraw our focus. We have to withdraw our focus and go inward in order to quiet the mind, bring it to a standstill, and allow the energy to be pulled in towards the center and make that transition upwards, okay? So energy comes in to be grounded, to humble itself, and then energy flows up towards compassion. And those two, humility and compassion, are the two dominant energies that really need to be focused on, not just in everyday living, but definitely in meditation. And that's why doing loving meditation will really acerbate this, or not acerbate, will really propel this whole this system to work in this fashion. Okay, so that's what the Kundalini is. It's the unbroken flow of energy, all right? The unbroken flow of energy. If you do one section now and sort of one section later, it's not usually done in lifetimes. It's usually done over a really short period of time where you're in really, really deep meditation. And one day you do one section and then the other day you do the other section. But usually it only happens in this way if your energy is massive. If it's extremely powerful energy, the body will like to break it up into sections. So, another thing I wanted to mention is how the Kundalini moves, okay? So it does not move like this, all right? It does not move like this sort of slithering snake. That is a misnomer that has developed over time, and it's probably due to an honest mistake, because it's due to the hissing sound that happens during the Kundalini, and this is a definite rattlesnake sound that is deafening. So the Kundalini does not slither like a snake, okay? It moves, as I've drawn on the board here, in sections where it comes up from the bottom, it splits in two, and then it goes towards the center, it harnesses there, and then it starts back over here, and it makes rungs on a ladder. Okay, so I wanted to just clarify that again as well. So now let's move into what the Kundalini is not, just to clarify what the Kundalini is. The Kundalini is not bodily illnesses. It is not a sore shoulder. It is not tinnitus. It is not a stuffy nose or sore eyes. It is not pain you're having in your abdomen. It is not sore arms. It is not wiggling toes or charley horses in your legs or fat thighs, as one person had asked me. It is not any of these things, okay? The Kundalini is when the mind is aligned. You see, when the mind is not aligned, that's it in your body, that's when illness happens. When your mind is aligned, there is no break in the flow. Okay, so illness is not the Kundalini trying to break through. It just flat out is not that. The Kundalini is when your focus is so focused that it does not register illness. You were not born to have illness. Illness is not a part of your being. When your mind is totally aligned, you are like God. You are like your maker. You are in full wellness, and energy is flowing through you. And so the energy is pulled up, and the great energy, and this is why you're here, is to harness more power. The great energy is in the earth, and you're pulling that up. So that is, you're using her force to have your breakthroughs. So that is what the Kundalini is, and what it is not. Now, who can do the Kundalini? Anyone can do the Kundalini. And although there are different vibratory wavelengths of doing the Kundalini, where someone might not have a super powerful one, but it'll be, more gentle, because that's how they live their life. If they live a more aggressive life, they're going to have a more aggressive Kundalini. So how your vibration in your life manifests is the way you're generally going to experience the Kundalini. Anyone can do the Kundalini. If you have no arms, no legs, if you have been sick your whole life, but then you're suddenly aligning your mind, if you're, young or old, anyone can do it. You were born to do this. The human body, your energy, was born to do this. Everybody can do it, no exceptions. So I just wanted to hop on and just clarify really once and for all what the Kundalini is, and what it is not, and who can do it. And again, I want to say thank you for watching, because if you didn't come here, this channel wouldn't be here. And thanks for being here. And Hope to see you next time. If you do like this video, please give it a like. If you know anyone that can benefit from it, please forward it on. All right? See you next time.